In this video, I'm going to show you how I go about drawing a commission piece. Although not a tutorial in the strictest sense of the word, be sure to stick around to the end because I'm going to show you all the tips and tricks that I've learnt along the way. I'm Robbie Greer and this is Rusticated Art. Now if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up. So you're ready to get started? Come on in.
Alright, well as you can see, now what we're doing here is, this is a commission for Stephanie and it's for her grandparents. And this is the house that she spent a lot of time in when she was growing up. So she's asked me if I would draw this, and this is a separate photo of the parents, the grandparents, so I've included them into it. I've removed the background and merged them into the actual drawing itself. So I've done the outline. Now I'm using the grid method, as you can see, and we've got the outline of the house in. I've got the outline of the grandparents. I'm going to do them last because I don't want to smudge them. And now it's just a matter of, I've got everything in place, and so it's just a matter now of putting in the foliage over here, which I'll probably start on next, and sort of work my way across. And we're just going to start at the top over here, just going in and doing a whole lot of scribbleisms or squiggleisms, just putting in the foliage. So I'm just being very loose with this. Oh, it's so good to be drawing something again. It's been quite a while since I've been able to do anything. I did another commission which was of a dog, Joey, which was commissioned by a friend of mine, Carwin, and his family, and that's actually gone back to New Zealand, where he's originally from, as a present for his brother. Joey was a beloved pet that unfortunately passed away. Just slowly working my way down and across. Then the actual reference photo, you see the trees here on the side, but I'm not going to follow them, exactly. I'm just going to lay down the base first, the underdrawing. They're going to be roughly about the same, but that's not my. It never is. I never ever follow the reference photo to the T. That's just a guideline. And of course, I will be going into time lapse. Stephanie's seen my work at the 50th celebrations for the Pioneer Village. That's her in the photo with my niece Chevy. But she bought 3 of my works, 3 of my pieces at the 50th, and she liked my work so much. Robbie, I'd love you to draw my grandparents' old home. It's got so many memories, and that's what I find, with people when they come and send me about doing a commission. It's about memories, past memories and future memories, where people can talk about, I remember that place, and you remember when we went, we were sitting around that's what it's all about. Family. Sometimes we forget just how important family are, because there's nothing we can do about family. They're there, so we've got to make the memories and the times that we shared together, we've got to remember them. It's so important, don't you think? I think we all have memories of our childhood, and they're not always good. But they're still our memories. And we try to remember the good times. That's what's important. You can't dwell on the negativity, regardless. It just makes us bitter people. Very bitter. I'm going to do some of this off camera, because it's the same process. Because it's just the underdrawing. Then I'll come over it and I'll put in the darks. Oh, you see here, I'll bring that photo down. Then I'll put in the dark areas and the lights. But at the moment, all I'm trying to do is just get the underdrawing down. And it's just done layer by layer. Just slowly working away. Personally I find this so relaxing. And I hope you find it relaxing too, just sitting there watching. You don't have to do nothing, just
relax.
I'd just like to thank all the subscribers there and all your lovely comments. As some of you know, I was away there for a couple of weeks. No, longer than that. I did put one video out over the space of about 4 or 5 weeks. I was just so busy, and and with all the technical issues that I had, I couldn't record any. I could record some footage with my phone or something like that, but I didn't have a camera set up because my original camera, overhead camera, was decided it had enough. My $100 marketplace camera lasted me a long time. Very pleased actually. And unfortunately, when they go, they go. I'm actually using an older one of my old cameras that I bought brand new, but I haven't used it for a long time because the autofocus doesn't work. But I now set it up. Rick, and you've heard me talk about Rick and how an incredible computer wizard he is. He set up one of my monitors so I can actually see without, because there's no LED flip on that camera. So that's why I've never used it, because I can't see, if I'm in focus or if I'm, in the frame. And he said, "Oh, I know we can do this and set this up," and so that's what I'm doing, so I can see what I'm actually drawing. Alright, and I'm just going to do a little bit up here while I'm filming this, because I'm not going to film the whole lot. So I want to include some of these darks. See, it's darker in here, so we'll just go in here and I'll stick with this. This is an HB. This pencil, mechanical pencil, it's an HB lead, so 0.7, but I find it's dark enough. I don't use a lot of dark pencil graphite because I don't like well, two things I don't like. One, I don't like the shine if you get too dark, but I don't like the grainy effect that you get either. I've been asked to do another workshop. I did one a couple of weeks ago, about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I've been asked to do another one. Well, when I say asked to do another one, I've been asked by the owners of Rusticated-Artist house, if I'd like to do one. So I'm going to put it out there. I have had people asking about workshops and classes, and I do want to set up my art classes again here from my studio. I haven't quite finished it yet. Well, I haven't finished the gallery area where I'm going to hold the classes. But just doing that workshop, I just realised just how much I missed doing them. I really enjoy that interaction with people. I have had some inquiry, well, I haven't personally, but Adele from Rusticated-Artist house said that they had a group through there the other day of homeschoolers, and how they're looking for someone that they can take their kids to for homeschooling, for their art lessons. So you never know. It's quite dark and you can't see too much detail, but that doesn't mean to say that there isn't any. It just means it's a bit hard to see. This photo originally was a colour photo, but I like to well, because I'm busy trying to concentrate and talk at the same time, but I like to print them out in grayscale or black and white because that's what I draw in. But I also like to have a copy, and normally on my screen I'll have the original up as well in colour. I find using both colour and grayscale is a great help to pick out the details that you just find hard to see at times. And normally with most of my commission work I'll go to the premises, you know. I like to take my own photos because I like to get all different angles, because there's things that all I can see is this. It's just the shapes, but you know, when I'm there, I'll get a photo underneath it, so I can see exactly what's happening in here. I'm only just looking at, well, it's just a matter of drawing what I see. So this one's not so bad, but you get some houses, especially the old Queenslanders and that, and they got so much detail that it's very, very hard to actually see. Be like here, for example, I'm not sure whether this more than one tree, because it looks here, it's quite defining. Now, because trees are in clusters, so it doesn't necessarily mean there's two trees here at all, but I'm gonna at least distinguish that there is two, at least, clusters anyway. I find this so relaxing. I'm not saying a lot, but there's not a lot need to be said. Really, is there? It's not really a tutorial as such. It's more just for entertainment value, you know. Just enjoy watching, because I'm enjoying doing it. I'm going to have to go a little bit darker here. HB is not quite doing it because the darks need to be dark. And I don't want to push too hard on the paper. So I need to get, yeah, it's a bit darker. This is a 2B. The other one was an HB. It's got a very fine end on it, so you don't have to worry about sharpening it. But see, that just gives it a bit more depth. You know, when you look at a tree, you see a tree and say there's no wind blowing or anything like that. It's just, but a tree is different from every angle. And when if you take 2 steps to the left, that same tree looks different. Unless a tree has a certain characteristic, I mean, a tree is just a tree. Albeit they do play a very important role in nature, don't they? In the ecology of everything. So you got a little bit light bits there, what we have here, and darker bits. We want this to be a bit darker, just to break up those two areas. And here we've got dark bit coming down. Just want to smooth that up a bit. The graphite spreads. I just want to soften it.
Well, once again, I think it's about time I stop talking. And depending on what part of the world you're in, grab a cup or a glass of your favourite drink, sit back and relax, listen to the lovely music, think about the wonderful weekend ahead, and I'll see you in a few minutes.
Well, I thought that'd do us for today.
Well, I've made this video into 2 parts. It'd just be too long to try and get it all into one, and I would have had to cut out too much. You know, I always try to show you as much as I can, and at the same time trying to keep it as short as I can. Now, if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click on the bell. That way you'll get notified every time a new video comes out. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and share it with your friends. Well, you stayed here till the end, so you must have enjoyed this video. So I really know you're going to enjoy this one, or this one, one of them. Well, that's about it this week, my friends. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next one.